So you want to become a content creator here on YouTube? Well, in the next hour, I'm going to show you actual data and how creators are earning a living here on YouTube, plus strategies that you can start applying right now, even if you're brand new at content creation. We're going to cover everything. Prepare yourself, because I'm going to show you why right now it's a good move to start making content and posting content on YouTube and become a YouTube creator. I'm going to share with you stats and numbers. I did my research. This is going to be super fun and interactive. If at a certain point you have questions, make sure that you drop those in the chat. Then I'm going to walk you through some examples of creators here on YouTube that I follow. They may be the same creators that you follow. And I'm going to show you how they make their money, how much money they make on YouTube alone from YouTube advertisement. And then I'm going to show you how you can get started. We're going to be sharing with you equipment, strategy. I will share what I do for my clients as far as strategy, how I build their strategy, and what I do every time we post an episode, a podcast episode or a YouTube video on their YouTube channels. And finally, we are going to cover the mindset that is so needed when you become a content creator, because you're going to be doing this for the long run. Because you're gonna hit the highs and lows, and you're gonna post videos that will go viral, videos that will get thousands and thousands of views, and others that will get hundreds of views. It'll be like this. So, you need to prepare yourself with a strong mindset.
Yes.
And we're going to provide that for you.
And I'll be here as well in the background, helping in any way that I can.
Yeah, and sorry I'm out of breath. I just before we
She was doing Pump Up the Jam. Let's just be honest. It was Pump Up the Jam.
I have some water. So before we get into this live streams, I like to just bring the energy up a little.
Well, we already have Demetrius here.
Hi
hanging
there.
out. How's it going, Demetrius? Welcome. And as Veronica said, everyone else who's here, make sure that you leave your comments, drop them right in the comments and we'll get to them. We like to save a little time for Q&A after the fact.
Yeah, if you've been sitting on the idea of becoming a YouTube creator, if you've been watching other people building their audiences, you think, oh man, that can be me. That can be my audience. Like, why am I not getting started? There's nothing wrong with you. If you have hesitations, if something's holding you back, we're all been there. We just have to push you a little bit into start creating content, and then you'll be good to go. Nothing will stop you. We just have to gain some momentum. I'm gonna help you gain some momentum, because this is your year. This is it. This is it. There are great opportunities here on YouTube. Things are happening that we have not seen before, and we're going to get into those numbers right away. Let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
So I created a document that Steven is going to be sharing with you with all the data that I gather and the numbers, so you can follow along with what I'm sharing. So why YouTube? Let's just cover this very quick. So every time I go through the process of onboarding a client and I make a proposal of the strategy that we're going to apply, one of the things that get overlooked, or one of the things that get taken out of the proposal sometimes or put in the back burner, is the YouTube strategy. It's interesting to see how people are eager to spend a lot of money in equipment. They're eager to invest money on an editor, and there's nothing wrong with them wanting a polished video podcast or a polished video. However, that is just one part of the equation. And, unfortunately, there's so much we can do as coaches when this beautiful video or a podcast episode that you created gets posted on YouTube and doesn't get any views, gets 12 views, 10 views. And then we have to, face what happened after 10 videos. Why are we getting those views? Well, remember we talked about at the beginning about YouTube strategy. that's why, because you've been posting content and hoping that it will perform, and let it be, this thing that thinking that maybe is luck that will be on your side, and then one of your videos will go viral just because a miracle is performed on your channel. That does not happen. You need YouTube strategy, and I will recommend you, if you are going to start posting content on YouTube, that you spend learning about YouTube, that you spend some of the budget that you have set aside for this project on YouTube strategy. If you're working with somebody like me and Steven, that's something that you pay attention to, that you follow, that you listen. When your coaches tell you to make a video or record a podcast episode about a certain topic, is because they know what's going on, and they breathe and sleep and eat YouTube. They talk about YouTube in their sleep. They get drunk talking about YouTube. Is YouTube, day in and day out. So listen to your coaches. So let's look at some data, because this is very exciting for us creators. And I decided to look into this data because of I don't know if you were able to watch the live stream last week. It was about Mr. Beast, and how he's a millionaire. He has a lot of money and power, and he's recognized anywhere. He's the biggest YouTuber in the world, and he recently launched this show on Amazon Prime. It's called Beast Games, and we can see the transition, or how doors are being opened for YouTube creators to go into other streaming platforms. I was losing my train of thought because I'm way too excited about this topic. But so we're seeing this, how YouTube creators are now just having these big conversations and launching these shows with big media platforms, streaming platforms like Amazon Prime. Who knows what's happening with Netflix too. And they just started like you and I. From the very beginning, they started from zero. And because they were consistent, because they learned how to take advantage of the platform, how to make content that the audiences on YouTube enjoy and like, that's why they have the recognition and they have the power that they do have. And it's because they make the decision to start. So let's look at this data right here. This was posted on December 2024. The resource for that is Nielsen report, and Nielsen is they measure audience and data and provide analytics for media consumers. And as you can see here, of the total of people that they survey, 43.3% of those people who watch TV, they watch streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video. Here in our house, we haven't had cable since 1998. Just kidding. Just kidding. I moved here in 2005, and I had DirecTV.
Oh
DirecTV?
boy.
Yeah, DirecTV.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened with DirecTV.
I had the satellite dish.
You did? Yeah?
Yeah, I miss the old satellite dishes.
So, but right now it's all streaming.
You could put the cat in the satellite dish, and you'd watch the cat turn.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
really
interesting.
fun.
We're gonna have to find.
We'll have to unpack that.
So, but this is interesting because you would think that the majority of people who are streaming content or streaming shows, they are doing it from Netflix. That everybody has a Netflix account. We all like our Netflix shows, Netflix and chill, Netflix and what else? Netflix,
I don't know,
Netflix and chill, whatever. But we can see that here at the top, we have YouTube with 11%. So out of those 43.3 people who are using streaming services, 11% of those are streaming content from YouTube to their TV. They're watching YouTube on the big screen.
And what's interesting about this too is that surpasses Netflix by a few percentage points, which I think that's the craziest part of all of this. And it far surpasses Disney and Hulu and all the other ones. So when you think YouTube, you think people on their phones, right? Or on their computers, but no, it's like on TVs.
And just to think that a platform that is solely for creators, independent creators that have started their YouTube channels. You know, some of them have been there for, 10 years, 15 years on YouTube. And now it's turning into a streaming platform that people watch on TV. That's just the normal thing. So this should get you very excited because, if you had in mind that, if you have a book, and if let's say that this book is about your life story, if you're an author and you want to get the attention of, these big streaming services, then there's not a better way than, I would say, to start making content about what you cover in your book and post it on YouTube. Just get the attention, grow your audience on YouTube. And yes, it's going to take effort, and yes, it's going to take time for you to build a platform on YouTube, but what else are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I mean, you can't, literally, you can start making content tomorrow, tonight, right there in your home and post it on a platform and make sure that you follow all of the steps that we're going to share with you today, and then you will have people watching your content. How cool is that we are in this period of our existence here on Earth that we can have our little boutique studios in our homes, and we are doing this live stream from our studio.
And what we wanted, earlier we asked you what was the scariest thing about starting, and asked you to respond in the comments. It's scary, it's terrifying, and then suddenly you get in front of the camera and you freak out. It's really hard. But here's a little assignment, a little challenge that you could do if you haven't started creating content yet, or you don't have a YouTube channel yet. Just today, you're required to make a video on your phone and then upload that, publish that to YouTube, and just let it stay on YouTube for at least 24 hours before you take it down. It doesn't need any editing or anything fancy. And what's really cool about this exercise when you do that is after it's been published on YouTube, you'll realize the whole world didn't fall apart,
Yeah. That your mom still loves you.
The whole world didn't come crashing down.
Mom, do you still love me? I posted a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're not making fun of you, but it's just, we've been there.
Yeah, we need to get over that hump.
We've
we need
been
to
there.
get over the hesitation and into trying it out, into execution.
And when you get at the end of your life, what's going to be your biggest regret? That you took a chance on something like this, and that you went through struggles, and then that you you overcame fears, or that having regret that you never tried it. So regret it's a bitch.
Yes.
Pardon my language, but it is. So now if we look at podcasts, if you are thinking about launching a video podcast, which what we specialize in that, we have some very interesting data. I have shared this data before on my YouTube videos. I think this is a very interesting data, how things have shifted when it comes to podcast consumption. And we have this, the latest data posted on October 2024, and this is Cumulus Media, I think is the source. I have to confirm. Now we have 30% of podcast listeners or viewers consuming podcasts on YouTube. And then the second one is Spotify with 17%. And the third one is Apple Podcasts with 11%. So if we look at how things used to be back in 2019, which it seems like 2019 was yesterday for me. The last few years that they've been blurred. I mean, I can see how tired I look, and I took a beating. It's been hard, but man, right? Anyway,
really, truly.
If you look at 2019, it was the opposite. So 50% of people was consuming content or podcast on YouTube, 60% on Spotify, and 29% on Apple Podcasts, which is very interesting that Apple hasn't done anything as far as just gaining that listenership back to its platform.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be overly concerned, or at least I don't know. It's all speculation.
We'll see. We never know.
We never know. I mean,
we never know.
A big part of it is the emergence of video podcasting and how video is really sort of taking over and blending and changing the whole medium. So now, unless they can find a way to actually host videos on their platform and like share videos through RSS, then, it's a tricky spot to be in. The technology's changing, and these numbers are insane.
It is.
To think that
they are.
Because Apple's where it all started. Podcasts come from, Apple. It was this combination of like the iPod, and now for the innovator, the beginning, the origin company of podcasts to have faded and for it to really have taken over on YouTube says a lot.
Exactly. That's a very good observation. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So this, as you can see, there's a lot of opportunity here on YouTube, whether you want to post videos or a video podcast, which, I don't know what the difference between the 1 and 2 are. Like everything is just blurred. The lines have been blurred, and what used to be a video now it's a podcast, and what used to be a podcast now it's a podcast, a video podcast, and whatever you want to make, and you're thinking, I want to post it on YouTube, I want to do it the right way, then this is a very good time for you to do so. It's not too late. You're not too old. Baby, you're in your prime. So let's just let that inner chatter that we have and it sounds like I say like clam chowder. No, it's the chatter in your head, like the voice in your head that is telling you not to make content because you are too old, because you're not very articulate, or because you don't have charisma, or you don't have the looks, or all of these things that we tell ourselves. Let's just remove that and let's get into action. Action is what's going to bring you the results, the experience, the data.
Yeah, and
let the data talk.
Yeah, and let me ask you in response to Spoton Girl, spotted not broken, the scariest part is being in front of the camera and being judged. The scariest part of getting started.
Yes. People are going to judge you no matter what. Some people will love you, and some people will judge you. But once again, at the end of your years, at the end of your life, what is it going to matter for you that you were brave, and that in spite of thinking that people will judge you, that you did it, and that you found great opportunities, and that you found those people who care about what you have to offer. You found your community. You found people who celebrate you for who you are, and they enjoy the content that you make. So let's focus on what matters, and let's focus on our audience, on our people that are out there, and just allow yourself to immerse in the process of creating, because the process of creating is messy, is not straightforward. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of mess ups, and if you want to call it like that, I think they're just market research, because you post content and then you gather research.
There's so much to learn too, and it's messy, but also it's just so it's an incredible learning opportunity. But it gives you an opportunity as well to reach out and to make a difference in terms of connecting with people and helping people. And then when you really get into, which Veronica is going to in just a moment, how to get started and how to find your topics and how to get over some of this fear, then you realize that it's really your message, it's really your purpose, right, that you're chasing. And so you can tell yourself when you get scared, when it's like, man, I'm really afraid of being judged, I'm afraid of how I look on camera, I'm afraid of what all these people in my life will think, and all of these thoughts, you can tell yourself, yeah, well, look, your message, your purpose, it's more important than you are. And then you learn to put yourself aside and show up regardless, show up with the fear, show up with the insecurities. You just show up anyways. Yeah.
Yes. So are we gonna do it, or just let me know in the chat?
Let's do it.
I want some commitment, and I can. If you want accountability, you'll have it here with us. So let's. This is going to excite you too. Maybe this will help you. Like, how much money creators make on YouTube? Have you wondered? Like, you watch your creators and you're like, I wonder how. Are these people doing this for free?
I've wondered
Like,
myself.
you know, like if you ask my mom, like, how do you make money? She's like confused, and I can explain that to her, you know, to my mom in Colombia. Like, Mom, this is, you know, the ads and the it's just like a deer in the headlights. You know?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea,
yet.
but Mom, this is 2025. I'm a content creator, Mom. Okay.
Come on.
Respect. So this is how content creators make money on YouTube, and this is how we make money on YouTube as well. And I created this table to show you how. Well, first we have YouTube ads, and these are the ads that are run in your videos by YouTube. You know, if you are a YouTube consumer, somebody who's here on the platform a lot, you're just, you know, constantly like skipping the ads. So that's the AdSense is when YouTube run ads on your videos. And this is something that you can do right away. You don't need to wait until you have a certain amount of subscribers. YouTube make this so you can, as a new creator, even if you have a small subscribers, you can run ads. Is that really? Is that accurate?
I don't know if that's accurate. I haven't looked into it. I thought you
Okay,
needed
well, I'm not giving accurate information.
Okay,
but
well, keep going and I'll check on that.
But anyway, if it's not, you know, you don't need to have a lot of subscribers. I think it's 1,000 subscribers for you to start making ad revenue.
Yeah, they lessened it. They made it easier.
They made it easier,
not too long ago, but there still are some qualifications that you need to
but
meet.
if you can find that data, so I'm not misleading people into something that is not true. The second thing and we're going to get into the ad revenue and how much money YouTube pays creators depending on the niche that they're in. Another revenue stream that you can have as a YouTube creator is sponsored content. And we have made videos for sponsors. That was something that we heavily did last year and the year previous, 2023 and 2024. And we made good money making videos for sponsors. And that's when brands approach you, or you can pitch your YouTube channel to a brand and you can say, hey, you know, I've been using your app, I've been using your product, I've been using your service, and you know, I would love to make a video highlighting your service to my audience, and for that I charge $1,000, $2,000, whatever your rate is. And then when you make the video, then you make sure that you tell your audience that, you know, the video is sponsored. And there's, you know, another thing that you have to click on when you are uploading the video to let YouTube know that there's that's paid content that you're posting on the platform, and then you get your check, and you know it's good money that you make that month. It's a revenue stream that is not very consistent. Sometimes you can you know, have brands hitting you up, you know, in 1 month that you have 3, 4, 5. And then the next month is, you know, crickets. Or, you know, the bigger your channel, the more views you get, the more you will get paid as well. So, but that's something that you can consider. We have made videos for different companies, different brands on the podcast industry, for, you know, RSS.com, for Buzzsprout, for Descript. Also, we made content for Riverside FM. We made content for other channels as well. So as a creator, this is something that you can definitely do to make money, because you have the equipment. You are a boutique media company. And if they need content and you have the equipment, the charisma, and the ability to edit content, then you can make that in your studio, and then you'll get paid for that. So that's something to consider. Another revenue stream is affiliate marketing. You can also contact these brands, and if they're not ready for a sponsorship, they have affiliate programs. You gain a commission every time somebody uses your affiliate link to sign up for the product or for the service or to buy the product. We use affiliate marketing to make money too. It's a really I would consider it passive income. I mean, there's nothing passive because you have to make the videos, and that's a lot of work. You have to edit the videos, and that's a lot of work. But once you are done with that and you place your affiliate links on the description and you have that call to action, then that's a revenue that you will keep getting as long as that video gets views. We have affiliate partnerships, or we use affiliate marketing with all of the companies that I already mentioned that they were sponsors as well. We use Amazon affiliates because we recommend a lot of gear. So this is another revenue stream that is very common for YouTube creators and that you can start using right away. Did you find the?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not find that. Nope.
So another one is channel memberships. I know that for this one, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers to unlock this feature on YouTube. And this is, for people who paid a membership and you post content that is just behind a paywall for people that subscribe to your channel. That you get the super chat or the super thanks. If you can see, there's a button. If you're watching this live, there's a button that allows you to tip me for being here, for my pretty face.
Yes, we get it all the time.
So you can get $1, $5. I don't know how much money, but your audience can contribute to you as a creator that way. And you have that's the live streaming donations. I'm sorry. What did I say? Well, that's the super chat and the super things.
Yeah, the super chat and the super things.
The super chat and the super things, they are for videos. And the live stream donations, that is what I just talked about. That's what you do when you tune into your creator and they're going live, and then you just feel like so connected and you feel like they're doing a good job with the information, and that they put red lipstick on and a red bandana, and then you feel like you have to give that person $20 for that effort. So go ahead. I'm waiting. So another thing that can be a revenue stream is your own products, your own services. If you have digital products, if you have courses, if you have ebooks, if you do coaching, if you have a coaching program, whatever it is that you do in your business, you can talk about it on your content. You can share those links in the description of your podcast episodes or of your videos. You can, add a CTA and funnel people to your products that way. And that I would say that's where the money is, because, that's where you have complete control of how much you sell your intellectual property for. Like so far, what we talked about, the YouTube ads and the sponsor content and the affiliate marketing, they relied heavily on the views that you'll get. But if you have your own offers, then it may be that you get, 10 views, 20 views, but out of those 10 or 20 views, if they are people who, if you've been doing your homework, if you have your strategy like put in place, and those 10, 15 people who watch the video are your prospect, then a sale may come out of those 10, 15 views that you got on your content. So that's a very lucrative way, and we're going to get into that, like how these creators make money. So here's the YouTube ad revenue breakdown in this table. I asked ChatGPT to create this for me because that was a lot of information. So here in the category, these are niches. I said niche and niches.
Niches?
And yeah, somebody got offended.
You mean like the philosopher?
Yeah.
Yes.
Niches. So,
and also, yeah, you said niche. But if it's not,
no me importa.
I mean, it's the niches are in the riches, but or is it the niches or in the riches?
No, yes.
Okay.
No me importa. If you're gonna come here to my live stream to criticize my accent, no. Okay, that's a no. Por favor. Por favor. Don't focus on that. Focus on the information. So depending on the category, you get more money from YouTube. That's just the easiest way to explain it. And here's why. So if you're thinking about making content about finance and investing, because that's what you like, that's what you love, you have experience in finance and investing, then your channel or your content will get more money every time YouTube runs an ad on your content. If you see here, the CPM, which is the cost per 1,000 impressions, you get between 12 and 25 or more dollars for 1,000 impressions. And so the CPM is how much YouTube charges the advertisements, the brands, the brands, and the RPM is the revenue that creators get from the ads that are run on their content. So, and if you are in the finance niche, then you can get up to $29 for 1,000 views, or 1,000 views. So if you are thinking about posting content, creating content about this can be very encouraging for you, that you will get to a point where your channel will be making enough money for you to reinvest that money into maybe buying equipment, hiring an editor, or if you've been funding the whole project, then YouTube will start paying for certain expenses of your YouTube channel the more views you get. So how exciting that is. So if we look at the bottom, then we have, business, B2B, business to business. And then we have legal and insurance, and we have at the bottom education and how-to. That's where we are, because that's what we do here on our channel, on PSS Creative Media. We teach people, and that has a very low CPM, but still we get money from YouTube every month. It's not like, wow, like now we're rich, we can retire. But it helps with some of the expenses that that we incurred into. That we incurred into to sustain our channel. And so I lost my train of thought there, but okay. So I hope this information that makes sense to you, and how you can start getting ad revenue. You set everything up, and you can set up your PayPal or your Stripe or direct deposit. I think it's direct deposit. You will get this money straight to your account from Google every month, and that's just like a nice to have. So if you compound, let's say that you're making money with ad revenue, and you are making money with affiliate marketing. You're also, have maybe some sponsors that like to work with you every year. So that starts compounding, and the bigger the channel, the more money you will make this way. So now let's look at some actual data from creators that I follow. Let's start with Vanessa Lau. If you have you ever watched videos from Vanessa Lau? Are you a fan of Vanessa Lau? let me know in the comments. I've been following Vanessa Loud since 2019. Yeah, 2019, and she has her channel and her brand and the way that she exploded on YouTube is very interesting to me. But it's no surprise because she's a very talented creator. But so what I found out, and this is data that I gathered from blog posts that she posted on her website, from videos that she made disclosing how much money she's made. I don't know if this is true, but we're going to take her word. Like, why would she lie? But some people just, like, they want to exaggerate about. So this is data that I gathered directly from her. So it says that the overall earnings from when she started in 2019 up until now are $8 million total revenue generated within roughly 40 years of starting her online business. And the main income sources, she posted her first video in 2019, and she was making videos about quitting her 9 to 5 and how you can make the transition and how you can, start posting content online. And from there, she switched to making videos about Instagram, and she launched her program, the Boss Gram Academy, which I bought, and it was a total waste of my money. But she reported that it was, that she has a consistent monthly revenue. That her revenue is from $200,000 and up to $500,000 at her peak. She stopped her business and everything in 2023 and took the whole year off because she was sick and tired of and burnout, and she wanted to take a break. And then she came back last year. Also, she had a video that she was talking about like how she got a sponsorship contracts worth over $200,000. And then her YouTube ad revenue has contributed approximately to $40,000 to $80,000 per year. Her channel is close to, why did I make so small? It's getting close to the 1 million subscribers. This woman, she was absent from YouTube a whole year, and she came back, and her followers, her subscribers are faithful subscribers, and they watch every single video that she posts.
You included as well?
Yes.
Yeah, right there, ready for her when she came
Yes.
back?
Yes. I like her.
She's great.
Her. I think she provides a lot of value. I think as a creator, she's very talented, and she knows her audience. And that's why she has the numbers that she has. The second one is Modern Millie. So Modern Millie, she has 578,000 subscribers so far. And what I found is that her monthly revenue is between $10,000 and $30,000. But I don't know about these numbers because she doesn't have a lot of data like Vanessa posted on blog posts, but she has talked about how much money she makes on YouTube and how much money she makes on Instagram. But I don't know if these numbers are accurate. I would say that she makes more than that. And then we have Katie, and I'm pretty sure, well, oh my gosh, like I can't get her name right. We can't get her name right or her last name.
Steckley?
Steckley.
I've gotten it bad. I've gotten it wrong before, actually, in a YouTube video where I mentioned her. So yeah.
So Katie uploaded her first video on YouTube in 2010. She was a baby, a teenager when she did this, because she's pretty young. And she also has disclosed her financials and her, this information of how much money she makes on YouTube from sponsorships and affiliates, and how much money she makes on her business. Something interesting is that these women creators, that they started as creators. They didn't have a business when they started posting on YouTube. It's just that as their content took off and they saw people watching and enjoying their content, then they started creating businesses around the content that was performing and the things that they were good at. So if you don't have an offer right now, if you don't have a business right now, then that doesn't mean that you can start posting content on YouTube. You can't any excuse. Let's just get rid of it right now. So it says that her annual revenue is between 200,000 and 300,000, and that her net worth is $500,000 or more. Then we have Sunny Lenarduzzi, which is, I was going to say the grandma, but I'm sure she's not going to appreciate that I'm calling her a grandma. But the YouTube grandma.
Oh, man, no.
I mean, no, Sunny Lenarduzzi is younger than me. I'm just calling her a grandma because, look, like she posted, her first upload was on November 2009. So she's been on YouTube for a while. This woman is wise when it comes to YouTube. And she took, some time off because she became a mother and all of that and came back. So it's normal, like life happens to all of us. But we, at some point, we have to pause our content creator YouTube careers for a certain reason, but then you just go back up, You pick it back up.
You just get right back into it.
Yeah, you get right back into it. So she has 642,000 subscribers, which was very interesting to me that Vanessa Lau surpassed her because it used to be the opposite. She has an annual revenue that is between $2 million and $5 million. And she teaches people how people can make money on YouTube. Her main income is her premium courses, and they're called the Authority Accelerator. Just one course, Authority Accelerator, and it's all about YouTube and how to make money on YouTube. And her net worth is $6 million. So, are you excited about these numbers? I don't want you to think like, oh man, then I'm so far away, or this will never happen for me. What have you been doing the last 5 years? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
The last
you don't want 5 more years to pass and be like, oh man, I wish I would have listened to Veronica.
I mean, I've been making a lot of money.
Stream.
I've been making a lot of money. I just have been, working for the wrong people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been building anything for myself.
Yes. So I hope that these numbers get you excited. Like I said, this women, I wish I could have found like more examples, but I run out of time because I have other things to do and prepare and I'm running a business as well. But they started like you, like exactly where you are. They had the same fears and hesitations, and some of them still struggle and they go through ups and downs. We're all humans. But once we commit to this life, once we commit to being a content creator, it's meant to be, for the long run. You don't want to abandon it. This is something that you have to like really enjoy it and get obsessed about. If being an authority in your niche is something that you want, if having, a community, growing a community, if maybe what you want is to bring attention to issues that you live every day. We have one of our clients right now that she wants to have a show and grow her show on YouTube to bring attention to the issue of women incarceration in this country and how wonderful that is that she can start making content from her living room and start sharing her ideas and interviewing the people and sharing data so people are aware of this issue. So let's just get started, okay? Let's just do it.
Okay.
Let's just
how
commit.
do we start? How do we get started?
So how do we get started? Do we have any questions? Do we have any comments?
Let me take a look here. So yeah, we have some comments here. Thank you. These are great examples. These sound effects are hilarious. Ha ha. Thank you, Demetrius. I'm glad somebody loves it. The Pink Book podcast says love this. I already showed this comment in the stream as well too. So just a lot of love.
Nice.
No questions.
No questions.
Necessarily.
Okay.
So now's a perfect time to just pop back into how to get started.
So how do we get started? Like I said, so this is going to be your pretty much your career, or if you're doing this for your business, is going to be the way that you generate leads, is going to be the way that you grow your authority, that you make more sales, that you get clients and all of that. So we need to be very mindful when we start something like this, when we start making content, that we choose our niche in a way that is smart. And for this, I have this Venn diagram, for a lack of a better word. This is a pretty lame one. I could have used Canva. Stephen pointed out at me when I was creating this, and it took me like half an hour to create it.
Yes, so Canva does have very simple to use Venn diagrams for future reference.
Okay. Okay, but this is good. This is good. So what we want to take into account, what we really want to focus on, is three things. When you are thinking about, what kind of videos I want to make, what kind of content I want to create, what's my niche? So you want to go with something that you love. That's very important. And you want to also go with something that you love and that you're good at. And you're going to do your research and find out if what you love and what you're good at is what audiences want from creators, is what audiences are searching for on YouTube. They're very important. If you only have two, let's say that you have, this topic that you love and that you're good at, but there's no audience for it on YouTube, or that the audience is very small, then at that point, then you want to ask yourself, is it worth it? All of the commitment, the time that I'm going to put into making my content, recording my video podcast, just for this niche that is small, or that I don't have room to grow. Or let's say that that you're going to make content about something that you're good at because you've been doing it at your job. That's your profession, that's your career, and there's an audience for it. But you've been trying to transition from that because that's not what you love. That you just want to start new. You're sick and tired of doing that because that wasn't a good choice that you made. So then you're going to get tired. Then you're not going to enjoy the process of creating. So that's why everything, these three things are very important when you're deciding your niche. So let's see this with an example. Let's say that what you love is fitness and staying healthy and healthy living, and what you're good at, maybe it just so happens that you are nutrition specialist, or that you are into fitness, and then we have those two things, that you love it and you're good at it, and then you do your research, and then you discover that there's a demand for this, and that after your research, after watching videos from other creators who are making content about the topic that you want to make content about, then you discover that what the audience wants is workout routines and diet plans and transformation stories. They're more action oriented, instead of you sharing maybe some of the principles and the theory. They just want action, and they want you to provide content that will help them achieve their goals. So we have two more examples right here. If you're in tech and you love to talk about gadgets and maybe recording equipment, you're good at doing tech reviews or troubleshooting and all of that. And then you discover that people want tech reviews, that they want you to go through a piece of equipment and and share about the intricacies of that piece of equipment, then that's the content that you are going to make. So after you have determined that, those three things, you get to like, okay, now how do I record my videos? I know what I'm going to be talking about. I know what kind of videos I want to make. How do I record? So let's talk about equipment. When it comes to equipment, I want you to have something in mind. I want you to go by this rule, and it's the more simple, the better for you. I have many clients that come to me with complicated equipment, and that equipment becomes the thing that is holding them back because they have invested money on that equipment and they don't know how to use it. They will never learn because they don't have the time and they don't want to get into it because that's not what they're good at. So when you're choosing your equipment, just keep it super simple. As you grow, as you get familiar with your equipment, with recording equipment, or as you maybe you get to hire somebody that can help you, a technician that can help you with the equipment because you're making more money with on YouTube, or because you have a sponsor, then you can upgrade your equipment and get into a more complicated setup. But at the beginning, just keep it simple. Please keep it simple. What's important for you is to get started. I included some images, some graphics, this is part of the blueprint that we create here for our clients. What I do is usually I spend some time with my client over Zoom and I ask a bunch of questions, and I ask them to submit photos of their space to me, and I kind of get a sense of what they like, what they don't like. We go through some examples of other YouTube studios or setups, and then I build this for my clients. And it's a very fun process because you get to see your studio before you spend money on equipment. So for example, right here, this is one that I designed for one of my clients. And she didn't have a lot of space. It's just like this little space in her home. And we wanted it to be, she's an attorney and she's going to be, talking about some legal issues. So in the back, we wanted some bookshelves with some legal books, and we added the lighting and the microphone that she's going to be using. This is the kind of chair that she wanted to get for her studio. So I was able to create this for her and for her to approve this before she would spend a dime in equipment. And so how cool is that? I'm getting I need water.
Water break. Mm-hmm. Water breaks are important. Water breaks are very important. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Yes.
So this is another one. Let's say that you don't want to buy any furniture. You just want to hang some photography backdrop, and we have that. That's what Steven has for his backdrop right now. It's a roll of photography paper, and then you pull it down, and you can buy it in different colors. And this is something that I did for one of our clients because he created a whole studio with different stations. And this is a station that is going to be for the demonstrations. And then he's going to have a table like this, and then a backdrop that changes, it has different colors, and then, the camera and the teleprompter. So his clients can read from the teleprompter, and, a key light for this whole area too. So this is something that you can definitely use if this is, if you don't want to buy furniture, or maybe your backdrop is not very flattering, or you want to cover a certain part of your studio. And then we just have the normal one, the regular one here. This is another very common setup because you will be recording your content like right there in your desk where you work. You can have a webcam, or you can have maybe a better camera, maybe a Sony camera with a prime lens, and then you will have your low profile boom arm for, is it boom arm? No. Clamp
Desk clamping
desk
stand.
clamp stand with the microphone, and then that's how you will be recording your videos. So very simple setup. The only thing that we're missing here is the lighting, but if you have windows and you want to record with daylight, that's good too. Daylight changes a lot depending on the time of the day. So what we do is that we just shut all the windows, we block all the windows with blackouts, and just get studio light there instead. But you can also record with your iPhone. This is a video that I made, and I was going to connect my phone using the continuity feature, and I forgot.
Oh, yes.
But with your iPhone, you can connect your iPhone to your laptop using the continuity feature. Now, your iPhone, your phone, and your laptop, they need to be, Apple for the continuity feature to work. And what it makes it is, the way that you can use it is it connects to your computer, and then you can use it as a webcam. And then because the cameras on our phones are better than the cameras on our laptop, then we can get a better image that way. And then you can connect a microphone like this, a wireless microphone, or you can use a podcast microphone, a USB podcast microphone, and connect it to your computer. And then that way you can record your video podcast or your videos, and make sure that you get also light, so you're not in the dark, or you're not gonna look like a zombie. We want to see your beautiful face. So am I missing something here? I don't think so. So yeah, look into the continuity feature. Oh, and if you are recording into your computer, you may be wondering, like, how do I record this? Like, okay, like I connect the camera, but where is it going to be recorded at? Well, something that we recommend is to use a solution like Riverside FM, and we're going to get into Riverside FM in a minute. With Riverside FM, you can open Riverside FM, and now they have an app that you can download to your computer. And you open up the app, and then you create a studio, and then you can record solo episodes. And then when you choose the camera and the microphone, then you will choose your iPhone for the continuity feature, and then the microphone that you have connected to your laptop. I mean, it can't get easier than that. Like, it really is easier, and it's fun, because then you don't have to be glued. You can get different angles. You can move it. Like with the camera on your computer, you just have to have it in one position, and that's it. So that doesn't make it for a very dynamic or fun video. Talking about equipment and talking about not spending money in equipment before you have visualized and you have your studio on paper. That's very important. You want to see if the equipment that you're going to buy is going to feed your needs and the space that you have available to make your videos. We created this really cool resource. You are going to love it. It's called the Studio Blueprint Builder. And that it makes it so you don't have to guess. And once again, that you don't have to spend money and then in equipment and then having to return that equipment. You can build the studio of your dreams even before you spend a dime. And that's a pretty cool thing to do. So this tool, the Studio Blueprint Builder, is your interactive drag and drop studio planner that makes designing your podcast or video studio effortless, intuitive, and super fun. So what does it include? Well, you can visualize before you buy. You see exactly how your studio setup will look instantly. So the work that I show you here on this, with this graphics, all of this are included inside the Studio Blueprint Builder for you to move around. You can add more furniture to it, you can add more equipment, and you will do pretty much the work that I do for clients that I charge thousands of dollars for doing that. You can do it on your own and design your own studio. You can tailor gear recommendations. You can discover the right equipment that matches your space, your budget, and goals. Every piece of equipment there has a link attached to the graphic that will take you directly to Amazon, so you can start your shopping cart, so you can start your shopping cart. I mean, who doesn't love that? Like I love when I click on something and it goes directly to my Amazon shopping cart.
Yes.
The good thing too, like this, and this is the best part, is not just a Canva design that we throw your way and that's it. It's a step-by-step tutorial. There's videos walking you through the design and how you can, learn tips for lighting and camera selection and framing and microphone setups. Steven walks you through all of those nuances because he is the person who is the expert in equipment and audio and video and lighting and lenses and frame composition and all that. So he is going to be walking you step by step with these tutorials that are included with the Studio Blueprint. No more wasting thousands of gear you don't need. Confidently build a professional quality studio space designed just for you. And to access this resource, you can go to
pss.media/studio-blueprint-builder, I think it is.
We're going to share the link in the description of this live stream and here in the comments in a moment. So you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And just make sure that you share it.
It's the coolest program that we've done so far. And we've had a lot of demand from our creators to start making more interactive DIY style programs that are affordable for everyone. And what's really cool is now that we've been working more and more with clients, we've been able to establish our own proprietary systems, our own methods and formulas and things that work. Of course, deciding on our top selection of equipment is something that we have to do every year. We put together a master list for every layer or every, you could say, class of creator. You have beginner, you have intermediate, and you have advanced, or in equipment terms, that's consumer, prosumer, and professional. And so we go through all three of those together in this program as well. It's a really amazing program. And what's cool is it's one of the first programs for me. I'm most excited about it because we are moving toward more customized education in our programs, and really it's always been a goal of ours to get to reduce the fluff, reduce the theory, and just get right to the action. And I love the infinite whiteboard experience of this. And then again, how Veronica meticulously linked up all of the little pictures and things that are involved in it. And you can move the little podcast people around. It's pretty amazing and fun. Anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
After you have gone through the equipment, you've gone through the Studio Blueprint Builder with Steven, and you have your shopping list, and you got your equipment, and everything looks exactly like the way you design it on paper. Then it's time for you to record, and Riverside FM is one of the solutions that we recommend for those who are brand new at recording videos and recording podcasts, just because of how user-friendly it is. We're going to leave the link for you in the description of this live stream as well, for you to sign up for Riverside FM. So what I like about Riverside, and this is me today, putting together this live stream. There's my mess in the back, okay?
It's a jacket. That's not even that messy.
It's not even that messy.
It's not even messy.
I know, it's not even that messy. So with Riverside FM, you can record solo, like you see there. You can just press record and record your videos solo, and then the post-production of the video, then you will add all of your transitions and your text, and just make the whole experience for the viewer like more dynamic and more fun to watch. You don't just want to record like a video of you talking for a whole hour, like without just having those little things that will make people watch longer. Then what with Riverside FM, you can record, like I said, you can download the app, install the app on your computer, or you can record on the website. You log in into your account with Riverside FM, and then you create a studio, and you're good to go. You can also record with other people remotely, and the other person can be in the other room, or the other person can be in Colombia or in Australia or wherever, and you will still get like very good audio and video quality, just because the way that this solution is designed to give you the best audio and video quality, because it's specifically for creators. It's not like Zoom. Zoom was created, for this video conferencing, so the quality is not as good as Riverside FM. You record local on your computer, and then those recordings, they're uploaded to the cloud on Riverside, so they don't take space in your computer. You can have separate tracks, also like for your video and your audio. So if you want to export just the audio because you are distributing the audio to the podcast players because you are making a video podcast, then you can do this as well. What we like about Riverside FM and what we recommend it to our clients is because our clients just record into Riverside, and then our editors log into Riverside, download the files, and they can do all of the editing and add all of the bells and whistles, and then our clients don't have to worry about file management.
Yes.
So it's pretty straightforward.
The other thing too is the camera syncing with the audio syncing as well. So, we try to remove as many barriers or bottlenecks or like complications from our clients as we can. And so Riverside's so cool for that. And in this world of content creation, since we're not making films, we're always finding this balance between going after the highest possible professional quality we can, but also balancing that between like a consistent, realistic, high output workflow. And so the whole file management thing, like getting the files off the SD card of the camera, putting it in the computer, and then recording audio into a digital audio workstation, Riverside just eliminates all that stuff. This video, by the way, this stream is not sponsored by Riverside, but we do have a Riverside affiliate link.
You just get talked about, like,
yes.
Even if you don't, if you don't pay the creator. So
yes, and we do have a link if you go to pss.media/Riverside. Oh. That is our Riverside affiliate, and we'll get a few pennies from your subscription there. So
yeah, there are like different things that you can do on Riverside. You can repurpose your video into different formats. Vertical videos. You also you can live stream using Riverside just the same way we are using Ecamm Live right now to live stream into YouTube. Then you can use Riverside to live stream into YouTube as well. It's very easy to get people to join your studio. You just have to share a link that is generated when you create the studio. You share this link with your guest. Either you can text it, you can email it, you can send it with a pajarito, you can, whatever.
A pajarito? A pajarito?
Yeah, a bird. A bird will get the link and fly and take it to your guest. Yeah. So look into this tool if you want to start right away. If you want to start tonight, just sign up for Riverside, record your first video, download it, and post it to YouTube.
Yes, and then share the link with us, and we will celebrate you.
Share the link with us.
Yes. And
now, there's a caveat for Riverside, and when you are thinking about making videos that have higher production, when you're thinking about having like multiple camera angles, maybe you are, you're doing demonstrations, or you have a co-host there with you in your studio, or you're interviewing guests there in your studio. This is how you visualize your show. This is how you want your content to look. More like, the Diary of a CEO or the Mel Robbins podcast type of thing, or like what we do, the way that we record our videos here. Then Riverside FM is not going to be something that is going to serve you. Like you
may not cut the mustard there.
Yes, this is just if you're going to record solo videos and podcast episodes, or if you're going to record remotely with your co-host or interview people for your show.
She said she didn't like this shirt because it makes me talk like this, put a toothpick in my mouth and use words like mustard.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
It's the ultimate.
She didn't like this shirt.
The ultimate. I'm not going to talk politics. Don't make me. Okay. So what's the strategy? Let's get into YouTube
strategy. But before we get into the YouTube strategy, it's perfect because we did have a comment here that says, thank you for sharing this knowledge. Any suggestions for marketing the YouTube videos?
Yes. So.
And is that what you're just about to get into?
That's what we're going to get into. Because, there are different views or different opinions when it comes to marketing your content and that you post on YouTube. Like, do you talk about it on other platforms? Do you bring people or your audience from other platforms to watch your videos? Mainly what you want to do or what you want to have is a solid YouTube SEO strategy, and we're going to get into what that entails. You want the platform to show your videos to your intended audience, and for that there are certain things that I want you to pay attention to. Sometimes when we share our videos, our new releases on Instagram, or people who are on Instagram, they don't want to be taken out of Instagram to watch a video later. At least that's how I if I'm on Instagram, I'm on Instagram, and if I see a video that I want to watch, then I just mark that video or it's part of my YouTube history. Is that how? Yeah, YouTube history, and then I can watch it later. But I'm not. If I'm scrolling on Instagram, then just leave me there. Same if I'm on LinkedIn. So that's why sharing your video releases on other platforms may not be as advisable and as effective if you want to have those clicks and if you want to have that audience retention, which is so important for the YouTube algorithm. So this is what I do with my clients, and I'm going to go very fast here just because we are getting close to the hour. We're like, oh no, we're more. This is getting long. So what I do is that I make a list of channels of your niche. So I have this meeting with my client, and they share with me what they want to create, and then I go and I ask ChatGPT. You can ask AI, hey, can you make a list of 10 YouTube channels that cover this topic? And you can also narrow the search by subscribers. I want channels that are between 500,000 and 1 million subscribers, or less than that. And then once you have that, you want to pay attention to subscribers. You want to pay attention to engagement, to how many people have commented on these videos, how many views are on these videos. You can filter the videos for best performing videos to see of that creator making that type of content, what have been like the absolute bangers for that creator, what are the videos that are getting a ton of views, and go through the comments that are on those videos, just because that's real people giving.
I missed it. I've been trying to grab certain things when you say bangers. Could you just look at the camera and say bangers for me again?
Bangers.
One more time.
Bangers.
There we go. Thank you. I mean, that really appeases me. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you want to pay attention to this, and then,
like I said, you want to go through the comments and why you want to do this work, why you want to see what's out there. What we want to make sure that there's a big audience for our topic. Remember, we're going to make content around topics or a topic that we love, that we are good at, and that there's an audience for it. And the way that we find out if there's an audience for it, we need to do our research. We need to get into YouTube and see what's going on with other creators. And we want to see if there's an audience for it. And we want to go through the comments and read those comments. And the more you learn about other creators and how they're doing things, and you read the comments, the more you get to create your own strategy where you will be filling the gap. Like, what's missing? Like, what's something different that I can bring to the table? What is in my experience that makes me different from other creators? This step is not supposed to like make you discouraged or think like I will never have 1 million subscribers. This is not worth it. None of that. It's for you to gather data only. And then you want to make something that hasn't been done before. And when I say this, is like you're gonna go watch the Mr. Beast videos, and because he hasn't bury himself for 20 days, that you're gonna go do that. No. I don't know if you got my joke.
You don't need to fill up a pool with marbles.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. Sometimes the way that we do something that hasn't been done is like it's ourselves. Like there's not a creator like us out there. There's not a Veronica out there that has this accent, that has the experience that I have. That I come from Colombia. I moved into this beautiful country, the United States of Miami.
You just have to
the
know
United
that
States of Miami.
Who you are is enough, and just showing up as you are, that's enough. Like you don't need permission. You're not waiting around for somebody to give you permission. It takes us a long time, I think, to learn that, but you don't have to have expertise or knowledge or education or talent or on-camera panaz or even be good at pressing the buttons.
Yes. Then, after you have gathered this data and you know how are you going to fill the gap in the market, or what flavor or how you're going to stand out because you're different in a certain way, or your experiences make you different. Then you're going to start making content, and your first 10 videos. And I say 10 just because I think it takes for you to make 10 videos to gather data from YouTube. And it makes me very excited when I get into working with clients and I just get a lot of, after they have made 10 videos, how I start getting data of what people on YouTube are responding to as far as their performance, as far as the topics that they're covering. So you just want to post these 10 videos, no matter how bad they are, no matter, if you think that they're not good or they're not, the whole objective here, what we're aiming for is, I want you to get your rhythm as far as production, to see what it takes, what's the process of creating, how long it takes, how much time I can spend on this. How do I balance this with my 9 to 5, or with the other commitments that I have? And you're not going to know that until you get into making videos. And then the other thing is that we just want to get all that out. We want to get the freakouts out. We want to get the pity patties, because you're going to get into the pity patties. You're going to call your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, and I suck, and you're just gonna pull your pelos out, and I'm not making fun of you. Like we've been there. We have quit so many times.
I just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just quit earlier. I think you quit yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, we all quit.
So,
we take turns quitting.
So these 10 videos will just have you going through the process of just getting that out, having the freak out, building the confidence, getting the process down, and just gaining the confidence for you to make more videos. That's the purpose of those first 10 videos. Don't pay attention to how many people are watching or none of that. Or if you're not getting hundreds of views or thousands of views, that's not the objective here. Then after that, you start introducing strategy, and that for the next videos, then you're going to plan your videos a little bit better. And something that I recommend and that I have learned from my years of being on YouTube and listening to and learning from different YouTube strategies is that you have to plan your thumbnail and title even before you sit down to plan your video. And you have to spend a lot of time on these two. These two are very important because if people are not enticed to click on your thumbnail or enticed to click on your thumbnail or to click on the video at all because of the title doesn't say anything, then you're not gonna get the views. So this...
You haven't enticed me.
What?
I don't feel enticed.
You don't feel enticed. What, that's not a word?
If you feel so inclined.
So titles and thumbnails are the most important, like even than your video, just to make it clear. You can have the most amazing video with the most incredible information, but if you missed the point, if you missed the thumbnail and the title strategy, nobody is gonna watch that video, and it's just a shame. So pay attention to your titles and your thumbnails. They are very important when it comes to your videos, and you need a strategy there. Then we get into the video. Let's say that you nailed it with the thumbnails and with the title. Then you move on to, let's look at my intros. Are my intros long-winded? Maybe I'm not telling people what to expect in the video. Maybe I'm giving them a strong reason to stay. I'm not talking about the payoff. I'm not talking about the transformation. So they click into the video and it's just me rambling and they just lose patience and leave. And that's not a good thing on YouTube because then the algorithm, it tells the algorithm that the video is not good or that there's click bait, that the title and the thumbnail promise something, and when they got into the video didn't deliver, and that's why your audience retention is so low. So we want to entice the viewers to click.
Entice.
Because of the title and the video and the thumbnail. And then when they get into the video, we want to deliver on that promise that we made with our title and our thumbnail. And this is an example of one of my clients. I did this yesterday for him. And we went through titles, and also I went through the hook because he's new at YouTube. YouTube can be intimidating, you want to record content that people will see and enjoy, and that's why there are certain things that you need to do every time you record. And so what I do for him is that I create an outline for him with the hook and a story and all these things that will trigger his memory when he is recording his intros. That is something that I've been doing, and that it's working on his channel. And we also go through titles. I multiple titles until I get to the title that I like the most. And the titles, they usually have keywords, and keywords are words or phrases that users are searching for on YouTube just to get to connect the content to the person searching that topic. So if there's somebody searching about, the Trump's tariffs, or that's a big keyword, or that was the only keyword, and then they will find his video, his episode. So that's why I spend a lot of time creating titles and thumbnails. And this is just, so if there's any questions about titles and thumbnails, just make sure that you drop those in the comments. This is a topic that we can like spend a whole hour in, just how to design your thumbnails, what elements should be on your thumbnails, also for your titles, how to title your podcast episodes. If you're making a podcast, how to title your videos so they create urgency, so they have words that trigger that need, that compulsion in us, that we need to watch this right now because we don't want to miss out on this information. No comments?
No comments on titles, but we did have an LOL from Demetrius.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what he was LOLing about.
Probably my freakouts or my whatever.
What, probably your freak out. We also had a comment from Demetrius that said, Demetrius, love food. I asked people what they love and what people are watching and what they're good at. So Demetrius loves food. He loves watching food reviews, and he's good at voiceover.
Ooh.
So it seems like there's some creative elements at play there. Very excited to see what Demetrius comes
I
up
love
with.
food too. I'm hungry.
Yes, very hungry
So,
indeed.
and then lastly, I wanted to share this post that I found on LinkedIn from Patty Galloway. If you don't know who Patty Galloway is, he is the YouTube strategist, or used to be the YouTube strategist for Mr. Beast. He helped Mr. Beast to grow his channel, and he is being responsible for the growth of big channels to the millions and millions of subscribers. So he has very interesting takes when it comes to YouTube and how to grow on YouTube. And I found him on LinkedIn. I was very excited last night that I did, because this post is just so relevant for what we're going through right now. If you are, thinking about starting your career as a content creator here on YouTube, as there's truths. The first one is that it's not the algorithm. You are nowhere near good enough. So we tend to blame the algorithm when you get into making content and your videos don't perform. Then you think that maybe is the YouTube that hates you, the algorithm hates you. The algorithm doesn't have feelings. The algorithm tracks user behavior on the platform, and because it's not human, then it can have human feelings. I tell that to myself, believe it or not, I have to repeat that to myself. So you just have to keep trying. You just have to keep creating until you get that video. And look at what it says right here. Your videos aren't good enough yet. Look inwardly at your ideas, packaging, and retention. And we talked about packaging. Packaging is thumbnails and titles. Don't obsess over data and strategy when you can't even make a good video. So a lot of creators focus on data and somebody is calling. The divine is calling. What I was saying. Don't obsess over data and strategy when you can't even make a good video. So this is a point, a lot of creators, they obsess over the data and over their videos not performing, and they don't know how to make a good video. They don't know how to edit their videos. They don't know how to use the different editing tools out there. They don't know how to make thumbnails. So you need to focus on creating something good, and then you start focusing on the data. We have to create a good experience for our audience in order for us to capture good data. Because if we create videos that are not going to be watched, videos that are poor quality, then what kind of data we're going to gather from that. So this is a good point that he makes. The other point that he makes is you can't turn YouTube into a stable 9-to-5. People crave predictability and stability, but also want the unlimited earning potential YouTube offers. You can't have your cake and eat it too. This is not a normal career like your friends have, and this is a roller coaster. Buckle the F in.
Wait, say it again. Let me see if I can bleep out your
Oh, but do I say the complete word?
Yeah, try it.
Okay. So this is a roller coaster. Buckle the fuck in.
I think I got it. That's amazing. I've never done a live leap before.
And it's true. And it depends on the goals that you have for your content here on YouTube. If you want to be a creator like Mr. Beast, you want to, like big creators, and you want to get into content creation full time, that's a different thing than just making content for your business. It's a different thing that creating videos to educate your audience, your prospects, to generate more leads for your videos. Then the strategy is different. Then the ROI that is measured differently. So it depends on the goals that you have. You never own your audience, you earn them with each video. And I heard Mr. Beast saying that the algorithm is, instead of saying the algorithm, say the audience. The audience didn't like this video because your videos are tested with real people. It's not that they're tested with minions or robots. It's just real people who are here watching on TV. And then advice is a way, this one. I mean, are you gonna bleep me out?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can bleep you out again, because this is really fun. I really enjoy a good bleep out. I've never tried it before because it's really cool to just bleep yourself out every now and then. Okay, you try. Okay, go ahead. Go.
Advice is a waste of fucking time.
I didn't get it. I missed it. I totally missed it. We got the full F word in there. We got the full F word.
I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this
It's fine.
again.
No, we're good. Oh, I mean, you could do it if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Advice is a waste of fucking time. If you're not again, stop
Just don't.
it.
Just bother. Just forget about it. I'm not gonna get it. I can't
it.
bleep properly.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go
We're
ahead.
gonna get-
Advice is a waste of time if you're not posting.
Yeah, if you're not posting. And it says, honestly, even as someone who literally just posts YouTube advice, stop listening to me and others if you're not posting videos. It's a giant waste of time if you're not executing. I've said multiple times, beginners should be posting at least once a week. Action, execution.
Yeah.
And this is like from a YouTube coach, my YouTube strategist. Another interesting thing is, like, if you don't feel like making content, if you don't want to be a content creator, then you can support a content creator. You can work in the industry. You can be an editor. We have an incredible program here at PSS Creative Media where you can learn how to edit videos and how to edit audio and work in the industry for other creators who want to, make videos and be in front of the camera. If you feel like more to be on the productions, on the post-production and production side behind, the camera, helping creators. He also was posting like how these big channels are looking for YouTube strategists, and now that is a profession. It's a job that is paying really well. Like between 100,000 and 200,000, 150,000 and 200,000 a year.
Yeah, right.
Just to be,
and that's
yes.
just for the initial hiring offer that they were putting in the job offer.
Yeah. So there's incredible opportunities. Like things here on YouTube, they're just going to keep growing and getting very interesting with people audiences choosing to watch YouTube's to watch YouTube creators. For YouTube creators that are amassing this large amounts
The YouTube's
creators. I'm tired.
You
I'm
didn't
losing my voice.
entice me.
So I hope that you found all of this information in this live stream that I put for you helpful. I am here to help you. I want to make these live streams very entertaining for you. If you have any suggestions as far as things that you want to watch or that you want me to bring to my live streams, make sure that you comment and leave comments here in this live stream. I read the comments on our YouTube channel, and some comments are not very nice. There's some comments people think that we work for them for free. But just be kind. Just be kind and when you're gonna ask something, just know that we're running a business and that we have kids, and it's tricky sometimes to get to all of the comments and provide information to all of you, but just keep showing up on Fridays. I'll make sure that your time is not wasted. I'll make sure that you will learn a lot, and some live streams I will bring interesting things about the industry, other creators.
The cheese maze.
The cheese maze, and some others I will bring the strategy.
If you didn't know, cheese maze is gossip.
Gossip.
In Spanish.
Yes, we're going to pick apart some creators, and because there's a lot of scandal and a lot of things happening in the world of content creation and content creators here on YouTube. So we're going to be sharing that as well. And I will see you next Friday, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. And ciao. And share and all the